Back at it again, crackhead making them uploads every day. Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, DrewTuber. Go ahead, leave a like and subscribe right now. Do it, or I'll call the police. So, we're just gonna get right into it, I guess. So for the sake of the story, we're gonna call my friend Ronald, and so Ronald and I in 6th grade, we were like best buds. We were the men. We were the bros, you know? Not men, we weren't men yet. So we were like always talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? So you knew we had to be close if we were talking about that. That means you're insta bro if you talk about that. So my boy Ronald and we were best buds, and Ronald had a sister. It just so happened to be my 6th grade girlfriend, which doesn't really count as a girlfriend, but let's call her Samantha, I guess. So Samantha and I at this time were, I'm doing air quotes, dating. You can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes, just saying that again, I guess, because I don't know. So, they asked me to go over to their house one time, and it was a nightmare. So, I went over to Ronald's house. First off, it was almost impossible to find their house. Oh, I don't know why, but it was just impossible for me and my mom, to find their house. And so we got there or whatever, after like 4 hours, and then, I pull up and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? And he's like, yo, what's up? And my googly-eyed dude lets me inside, and we're playing Minecraft on his PS4. And then it comes to the point where he asks if I could stay for a sleepover. I said, let me call my mom up real quick. Well, I couldn't call. I didn't have a phone. I was in 6th grade. I didn't get my first phone until like 2 years ago. So I used his dad's phone to call my mom and ask her to stay the night, because his dad doesn't care. And so she says, yo, I'll drop off your stuff. And I'm like, okay, bet. And so then we're just playing Minecraft all night. My mom comes and drops off my stuff. And then it comes to the point where we're going to go and sleep. And my dude, Ronald, I don't know how he does it, but this dude sleeps on the floor. He doesn't have a bedroom. He sleeps in his dad's floor in a sleeping bag, and we're just laying down there. And I'm like, yo, where's don't you have a bedroom? He says, nope. And so my girlfriend had a bedroom, but he didn't, and I thought that was kind of weird. But I don't know your life, whatever, man. And so we're gonna sleep on the floor together in 2 separate sleeping bags. Okay, I'm not that weird. I'm not up for like cuddling with my buddy. Like, what the we're dudes, and we're in 6th grade. We don't need any of that stuff, and especially we don't need his dad on the bed listen to us snuggle like little cuddle monkeys. Like, what the hell? I'm like, well, is your dad gonna sleep in here? And he says, yeah, where else is he supposed to sleep? I'm thinking in my head, oh God, I'm never coming back again. And so I smell something, and I ask him, what is that smell? It smells like absolute dog shit. He tells me his dad smokes medical marijuana, and he points to a safe on his dad's drawer. It's like this huge safe. It's not a small one. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's the size of it's the size of a small child. It's that big. It's not too big, like where you could like shove a full-grown man into it and like kill him in it, I guess. Don't ask me questions. I don't know. But my dude Ronald's dad has an entire safe full of marijuana, and you can smell it, and it was the most horrible smell. This is the first time I smelled pot ever, and it stained my nose. Like, I cannot get that smell out of my nose. What the hell? And so I don't sleep, and he's knocked the fuck out. And then I'm just laying there because I'm uncomfortable as hell. I don't want to fall asleep because his dad's giving off weird vibes. Like he didn't really pay attention to like kudos to him. He didn't really pay attention to his own son. And his son, before he fell asleep, was telling me about how he wishes his dad was better and whatever, all this sad shit. I feel like he didn't want me to sleep, I guess. So my dude Ronald's scared of his dad or like whatever, I guess. And then Ronald's dad, he's a big dude, like he's huge, like built, but he's also got a beer belly. And it's just a sad, sad, sad world for my friend, I guess. And so I lay down, and I'm laying down for like 30 minutes, and then I hear his dad come in the room, and I see I kind of see him because, the lights in the hallway were on. So I see him walk into his room, and he's going into his safe, and then I see him pull out a baggie, and I'm like, oh my god. And so that's the pot, and so he gets the pot, and he lays in his bed, I guess, to go to sleep. It's about like 12 o'clock at this time, so my bud's knocked the hell out, and I'm still laying there uncomfortable as hell. And I can't fall asleep because I hear like just what I can only describe is like the baggie being like squished or whatever, like being ruffled around and stuff. And his dad's making dad noises, burping, farting, and like, I guess, hiccuping because he drinks so much. And like stomach sounds, I guess. And like groans and moans because of headaches. And so I hear like a my dude has a and he's lighting a blunt. What the hell? So he starts smoking his weed on his bed with me and his son on the floor. And it's disgusting. I don't know how Ronald lives with this. Oh my god, and it smells so bad. He's sitting there just smoking his blunt, not a care in the world. And then I start coughing a bit because I guess my family has a long line of addicts to, like smoking and nicotine and drinking and stuff. So I don't want to do any of that stuff because I don't want to get hooked like the rest of my family. It's sad. I want to live past 70, thank you very much. So I'm coughing, and then he's like, what, are you awake? I'm like, yeah. And something tells me this guy did not really need this marijuana. Like, he was just the best way I can describe him, a disgusting human being. And so he's like, oh, I'm sorry, is it making you feel sick? And I say, yeah. And then he's like, all right, I'll stop. And so then he doesn't want to waste his blunt, so he goes out of the room to finish it or whatever. And it's like, I guess 12:30ish or 1 o'clock, I don't know. He comes back in the room, and my dude's not done yet. He goes into the safe, and he starts smoking another blunt. He's sitting on his bed, half naked, by the way, smoking his blunt, and I start coughing again. And then he says the same thing. Oh my god, you're awake? I'm like, yeah, can you not smoke? Because it's hurting my lungs, and I can't sleep. It's already hard enough sleeping on a floor after learning that my friend Ronald is not being treated very well by you. And so then he's like, okay, I'll stop. And so this time he stops. He just goes and he finishes. Then I fall asleep, and then I hear him come in the room and wake up and see him, wherever, going to sleep. I'm not gonna fall back asleep until I know that he's done. And so then I wait a few minutes, and then he's not. So then I go back asleep, and then I wake up. By the time I woke up, my mom was there ready to pick me up, and I was like, thank God I'm never going back again. And yeah, so that was the story of the time that my friend's dad smoked a blunt while I was at a sleepover with him. It was very uncomfortable, and I never went back again.